Perfect. I hope everyone is doing good. I am Tina. I'm going to be your host tonight. Oh, Cindy's in Cancun. I just got back from Cancun last night. We've got mixed Michigan and Texas in the house. So many amazing friends from all over Illinois. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And you guys, we have got a really good lineup for you tonight of some women who have small businesses and decided to partner here with us at Trinot, and what made them make that decision and how that decision has impacted their lives in more ways than one. So if you are new here, let us know by putting a 1 in the chat section below. And if you have been around for just a minute, welcome back. It's always fun to come hang out with us. I am really, really excited for you guys to get to hear from JK and Alesha tonight. You are going to be blown away by their stories. Oftentimes, at least for me, I was someone that didn't realize that successful people also look for ways to earn additional income. Oh, let me do this really quickly here. There we go. Okay, that successful people look for ways to earn additional income. And so by just finding some incredible people in the networks that we are with, we have found that to be actually true. Successful people are always looking for ways to diversify their income and earn income in other areas. And so I'm really excited for you to get to hear from my friend Alesha first. Alesha lives in Spearfish, South Dakota. If you've never been, it's beautiful. She lives in the Black Hills. I got to visit her last April there in South Dakota, one of the most beautiful places I've ever had the privilege and pleasure of being. And she and her husband have done well for themselves. They have an incredibly successful business. And she seen a friend on social media. How many of you are watching this right now because you've seen a friend on social media talking about this? She's seen a friend that she grew up with who actually no longer lived in South Dakota talking about this business model, and it piqued her interest. So Alesha, why don't you share with them first about that exactly? Like, how did you even hear about this thing? What made you decide, like, you know what, I think I want to take a look at this?
Well, so here's when I was looking at joining, my husband was deployed in Iraq. We have 5 kids. So I was running a household of 5 kids and running our land surveying company with 6 employees. And at that time, it was actually June 28th of 2023. I mean, it's one of those things that it's not going to be that significant, but the longer I'm in it, the more significant that date has become because it's truly changed my world. But I was at a point to where I didn't feel like I had a purpose, which sounds so silly because I had tons of stuff already going on, but it was for everybody else. And I just wanted something that could actually really help me feel better, give me a little bit more purpose. And so my friend Sarah just happened to post that she was going to be doing a Zoom that night if anybody wanted to hop on. And I thought, okay, let's hop on. And truly what I heard that night, the testimonies that I heard, I couldn't unsee it. And I got off of that Zoom and I signed up right away that night. She didn't even know. She's like, oh my goodness, like we need to talk about, but it's so powerful. And I just knew that I needed to push out of my comfort zone and try something different. And I'll never go back. It changed my life.
Yeah, it does. It makes you unemployable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really, really does. Now, I love what you said that you had 5 children. Your husband
Mhm.
was still deployed at the time. And so oftentimes, Alesha, people think time is an issue for them. So can you share a little bit about, as a busy business owner, as a busy mom, essentially a single mom while your husband's deployed, how you found the time to work this in to your life?
So here's what I found is my time is really valuable. I don't have tons of free time. So I make sure to maximize all the time that I have. And I think oftentimes those of us that are extremely busy, we know the value of our time. And so for me, I mean, I have that little bit, that 5-10 minutes while I'm dropping my kids off or I'm waiting to pick them up at school or I'm in between calls or whatever that I utilize. reaching out to people and messaging people and being very intentional because my time is valuable. And I will tell you, I fit it into the cracks of my day. And it actually even is more powerful when I'm able to do that versus just saying, oh, I have all this time, because I get more done in that 15 minutes of focused time and energy versus having an entire day to do it.
Oh, I love that. So obviously you own a traditional business that you've had success with. You also have an Airbnb. I'm not even sure if you mentioned that. Like you've got several things going on. So the reason I'm even bringing that up is this is very different. It's very different. And so can you talk a little bit about that and how doing something different, but also having the systems in place, how that helped you excel as a business owner and then creating a new business?
Yeah. So I look at having a small business, it is a lot of work. Having to do, I still do all the bookkeeping side, even of our land surveying company, and it takes up a lot of time. There's a lot of little things that I have to do and organize. My husband does, and what I love here is I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to figure out payroll. I don't even have to ship off the products. All my job is just to let people know of the opportunity. And I really think I get to be on the fun side of things and have the relationship building, the team building and all of that. And to me, that is really powerful. Also, I don't have this crazy like overhead of expenses. In fact, I have one person we've been chatting back and forth. She's like, well, how much product do you need to have to, I'm like, I don't have to have any. I just have my website and I have my products on hand, and I do have enough that if anybody from my team wants something, they run out, oh, here's an extra can, we can switch it out. But you don't have to have this massive amount of product on hand. You don't have to have all this equipment. Guess what? I do it all from my phone. It's the coolest thing. I don't even hardly use my laptop, and that's amazing, especially from having that other business. That's a lot of work, and I think there's a lot of busy time when this is way more intentional.
And another thing I want you to talk about, because we actually just spent a few days in California together, just kind of going all over and just adventuring and seeing things we'd never seen before. And obviously, you and I didn't even know each other until we came into this business. So, can you talk a little bit about the culture and community and the friendships that you've been able to make, and then also the traveling that you've been able to do and the places you've been able to see and experience because of this opportunity?
I have found my tribe. And
Mm.
I think that absolutely blows me away. Like I have really dear friends too. So I have that, but I have found my tribe of people that has helped me to grow and to really push me into who I'm meant to be. And I think that's what's so amazing. Like a little background on me, I've had some amazing jobs. Like I was a dean of students at a Christian college. I was the executive director for a state surveying society. So I've had all these jobs. I have a master's degree. I have never experienced a community like this or experienced such amazing growth and self-development as I have here in this place. And what I love is just that's we're all in that together. We're all growing together. I mean, it's not one of those, hey, this is my team, this is your team. And we're all, I mean, it just the community itself. And I tell people that like the community that we have here will transform you even more than the products and the comp plan, because it really is, everybody is here to help each other. And that is really a humbling experience to be a part of. And then you added in the traveling. I was telling my husband and I were talking about the other day, and I'm traveling about 8 months out of the year to different events and different um, trips that we have, and it is the coolest thing. I don't know about you guys. I love to travel. It is probably one of my love languages, and to be able to do it. And guess what? It's a write-off. So any small business owners, you know the power of that you get to travel and it's a write-off. It is just awesome. And I actually was from coast to coast in 3 months time,
Mhm.
different events.
I
So
love.
amazing.
So my last question for you is this, and then we're going to talk to our fabulous friend JK. what would you say to the person that is maybe a little nervous to just to try this thing out, or just isn't sure if they would be a good fit, or if they, a lot of people say, I'm not good at sales, or I'm not good at social media. What would you say to that person that's watching right now that may feel that way?
Well, I came in here with absolutely no experience. I didn't even know what network marketing really was. And I ran with the tools and the resources that we had. And it was powerful. And I have actually now, in a year and a half's time, made six figures in this industry,
Wow.
because we have products that are making a difference, because we have these tools and resources and leaders here that pour into us. And my question is, what do you have to lose?
Mm.
What do you have to lose besides maybe some growth, maybe some extra money, maybe getting your health back? I mean, I will say I went from a size 12, 14 down to a size 3. And I've never been that size. So it still blows my mind, but how good I feel as well. So that it's like, it's the perfect storm, I guess. When you think of, I'm getting my health back, financially, I'm making a huge impact for my family. And then I get this tribe of people that just pour into me and I pour into them. It's amazing. I love going to work and I get to work from my home.
I love that. Six figures, girl. Congratulations. That's such a big deal. Wow. How many of you are really impressed by that? Like, I am so crazy impressed by that. That is such a big, 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 big deal. So, congratulations on that. And the next I want you to meet my beautiful friend, JK, who had sworn it off. She wasn't going to do network marketing again. She wasn't. She was done. She wasn't going to do it again. She was, just so you know, she lived, and I'm pretty sure she still has a home on the beautiful island of St. Simon Island in Georgia. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Have you ever seen the beautiful drapey trees? I don't know what they're really called. She'll tell you in a minute all the actual words. I call them these beautiful drapey trees that you see like in pictures and in magazines. That's where she lives. Like, you could walk to the beach from her house. I've been there. It was beautiful. And then she fell in love and she got married and she moved. And but all that being said, she is a very successful businesswoman, and she was a customer of the products. Loved, loved, loved the products. And then she decided she wanted to give it one more shot. So I'm going to let her tell the story. So, JK, share with them a little bit about your story in network marketing, deciding not to be in network marketing, and then what was the thing that made you say, you know what, I think I want to give this thing a go again.
Okay, thank you, Tina, for having me. My name is JK, and I now live in Jacksonville, Florida, which is very close to St. Simon's. And those trees are live oak trees, and a lot of them are over 100 years old, and they are just fabulous. So I do still have a home there, and that I am actually turning that into an Airbnb vacation rental right now. So kind of doing another little business on the side. I have a past in real estate, and I think that's what made network marketing, I don't know, so interesting to me, because it's about meeting people. Now I actually still have my license in real estate, but I'm running a IT company with my new husband. Well, almost 4 years now. But so we are very, very busy. We
What, honey?
eight
Yeah.
to five, 8 to 5 every day. It's just slammed. I am fortunate enough to work from home, so that's great, and I'm able to work this business into the pockets of the time with that. So they go really, really well together. It's exciting. It's something new. I love it. Um, just like Alesha said, way, way different from a traditional business. There's so much stress that comes with that. You've got to have inventory for people when they want the products, because you have to make the sales right then. This is just easy. You're just sharing about something you love. And like Tina said, I was a customer. I was a customer for a long time, and I loved the products. The daily health system came out, actually Transform first, and so I was intrigued by that. But I still didn't really want to do it. I didn't know if I could make it work. You know, I had already turned my Facebook to private pretty much instead of public. So I really had to change everything back. but I'm so glad I did because I really just love it. I mean, you talk about the community, that is something else, but it's just fun. It's fun to share about some products that you love, the people you love, and just having fun. People can tell you love it.
I love that so much. So, I know that there were some nerves there, about getting started again in it. So, can you just share a little bit with people about how you kind of overcame that and what was kind of like, you know what, I'm going to give this thing a go. Let's just do it.
Um, Probably one of my really good friends, Amy Culver. She's always been my biggest cheerleader and told me that I can do it. I never wanted to go live, and now I just don't even have any trouble with it. It's crazy how you get more comfortable every day. So I'm just doing it. I just said, I'm going to do it, and it's working. Like, I'm building my network. I'm seeing more people asking questions. I mean, it's just amazing how it all flows together so well. When you show up every day, all I'm doing is doing everything that y'all tell me to do every day. And it's easy. It's so easy.
I love that so much. So, if you had to talk to the person that's watching right now, just like I said with Alesha, that's nervous, like even if you think back to the first time you ever decided to do this and you have those nerves, I mean, I was the same way. I didn't just have nerves. I was actually a network marketing hater. I thought this industry was absolutely ridiculous and those people needed to get real jobs. Like I was on the other side of this thing. So, we know people feel that way, right? And that's a very normal feeling. So, what would you say to that person that is just super nervous about taking that plunge? Maybe they've even done it before and maybe they weren't successful before. What would you say to that person?
I would say that you should try this. I know my friends, they said this company was different. So if you have done it before in a different company, then you should give this one a try because it is literally step one, do this. Step two, post this. Step three, message 3 people that have done. I mean, it is so simple as long as you just do what they say. I just would say do it. There's nothing holding you back except you. And if you're afraid, then you get with this group and they will take the fear away because they're your biggest cheerleaders. It really is. It's a community that is worth being in. I look forward every morning to seeing what's coming for today in this group. So I would say jump in and you make money fast enough for your products so quickly, and then it just builds to more and more and more. It's been amazing. I've been doing it 3 months and I love it. And I just want to keep on keeping on.
I love that so much. I'm excited hearing you talk. So, a couple things I want to share with you before we jump off this evening. So, one, if you just connected in any way, shape, form, or fashion to what these ladies were saying, and you just feel that little tug inside of you, and you're like, it's time for me to do this, then just go do it. I promise you, you will not regret that decision. The only regret you will have would be the regret I had, which was, why didn't I start sooner? It took me 18 months to make a decision. I was being very stubborn. And now I just wish I'd have started 18 months sooner because I'd be that further along in this journey that has completely changed and transformed my entire life. And then second is, they say the perfect time, this is Forbes saying this, not Tina Joy Carroll. They say the perfect time to join an opportunity is when they're in international expansion or product. They're getting ready to release a product. Well, good news for you. We're doing both. We're currently in international expansion and we're releasing 3 products in March. Individually, all 3 of those products will boom all by themselves. Putting them all 3 out at one time is going to cause massive momentum for people. And so it'd be smart for you to get in now so that you can start building your network, growing your business as we prepare to launch those in March at our national convention. And then the last thing I'll say is this. One of the things or a couple of the things people say that make them feel fearful to do something like this, and these were my reservations as well, is they think I'm not good at sales and I'm certainly not good on social media. Well, good news for you. You don't have to be good at either of those. We're going to teach you everything that you need to know. Not only are we going to teach you everything that you need to know, we have in place for you your first 30 days of posts done for you. You're also going to get a welcome call, a one-on-one welcome call going over your goals, what you want out of this business. And we're going to draw it out on a whiteboard for you on exactly how you can get there, plan and path to get where it is that you want to go. So all of the doubts and the fears that you have usually are surrounded by those things. And I just want you to be reassured that when you partner with us here, you aren't going to experience those things. The only reason that you wouldn't have success is if you flat out just decided you weren't going to do the work, because it is work involved, but it's work that is so rewarding and work that is so worth it. So if you heard anything that you love tonight and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do it and we're just going to do this thing, then get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this video and let them know that you are ready to get started now. They all have their own personalized link that they can send you so that you can order directly from that person. And then they're going to get you plugged into the thing so that you can get started with us here at Trinot. We thank you so much for joining us tonight and we hope you have a good rest of the night. Good night, everyone.